Gentlemen, so boomerang event is back for a week and 1 day. Apparently, the 1 day makes a lot of difference. So we're gonna start here, and we're gonna get rid of that because I don't know who that is. Totally forgot. And I have a team set up for this event, I believe, unless I accidentally erased it, which is fine because there they are. So we have a couple of different. So this is what we're gonna be working with. It's gonna be easy. Um, Very powerful team right now. Enemy's not looking all that capable. We're gonna get enough shards, and then we're gonna make Captain Boomerang a legend. Get him on that legendary mode, right? I have to say the loading time for DC Legends is definitely a lot better than some other games. Uh, Games like Strike Force for some reason, because Strike Force gets to like 99% and will sit at 99% for at least a minute. So yeah, the I don't know. Honestly, this is basically this this one is basically a repeat of the first one we got. Usually they with these events they have an easy one, and then chapter 2 is usually like the much harder one. But they didn't do that. They basically just echoed it. So we'll see how difficult it is gonna be. Getting up there. Um, you guys will get to see what Captain Boomerang looks like as a legend. Yeah, Siren's doing all the work. Siren's one of the faster characters in the team, as you notice, so she's gonna go first before all the other characters, unless your opponent starts doing some speed downs. But even still, uh, yeah. So we got the flashback and right there in the background. Oh, look at that. They're starting to get a little tough. We got that. Boom. All right, so we're gonna keep going. AoE characters are actually really helpful in this event. Because you're gonna go ahead and be able to clear out those much more those tanks. Um, Especially in the later rounds when you're gonna see the tanks gonna start getting more turns. They're gonna start taunting, um, allowing the boss to go ahead and do what he has to do. So that's why AoEs are very important for this event. Now you could use I don't know if you could use Etrigan for this event. I mean, Etrigan has a pretty powerful AoE. Um, do I like him as a character? Yeah, but um, honestly, if you could use them, use them if you have them, and pair them with um, Siren. Um, I would argue that you could go ahead and put I mean, you could put him in for his AoE, like I said, and probably take out um, uh, Harley Quinn. Um, and I would just because you want to keep the two characters that are going to cause that DOT. Um, but other than that, if you can't, it's not much of a big deal. Um, Chemo adds those nice speed downs that Boomerang focuses on and is based off of. Um, and he adds some bleeding in there, which helps Siren as well because Siren's going to be doing her AoE, which causes people to bleed, which causes the enemy team to bleed. Then she has that basic skill, which is going to add 3 or 4 bleeds to any character she attacks with that basic that's already bleeding. Then you have her mid skill, which adds another 4 or 5 bleeds to a character to the target. So you're gonna be uh, so that's gonna set you up for success in the later rounds. Right now, that's not much of a concern because we're getting rid of them pretty quick, really quick. Yeah, I actually muted the thing, so I'm not used to. So it's actually my fault. Um, but yeah, we have 3 stars. Boom. We are gonna go to the next battle. Maybe like 1 or 2 more battles. Oh no, it is on. So I don't know why it's not like. That's weird. Gotta love when the game starts like acting weird, right? That's strange. All right. So this is what we have right now. We have a couple skills we can level up, but right now it's not that important because again we have 2 legendary characters right next to him. So this is the battle that we're gonna go ahead and add him to the rank of legendary characters. Actually, we have 3 legendary characters, and they're all very powerful. Um, Captain Boomerang is a really powerful character. As you'll see, in the when we go ahead and legendary him up, I'll compare him to other characters. Like for an AoE, that's really good. You want AoEs that go ahead and do a lot of damage, and also feed into the character's attacks. That requires certain things. So with Harley Quinn, let me go ahead. She has the AoE where she just goes ahead and applies 3 intelligence down and things like that. But so she's not really feeding much into the team, but that's perfectly fine because we don't really need her to feed into the team. We need her to go ahead and stall for time. So that nice good intelligence down is going to help with the. Sorry. I mean, not the intelligence down, but the fact that she's going to be taunting is going to take attention away from the other characters, which is what we want. We want to keep um, Chemo and Siren alive. So this is what I was talking about real quick. So Siren is a gear. I have her at gear 9 right now, and she is a level 60. She is a 1-star legendary, while Captain Boomerang is a level 57, and he is at level level 7, rank 7 gear. So he's pretty powerful. We're gonna legendary him up. So let's do this. Rank him up. Boom. And you guys get to see what he looks like as a legendary character. Boom. Not really a big change, but so he goes from 4190 to a nice good 4324. And now we're gonna go ahead and pick a legendary skill. So we've got choices: steal up to 2 buffs from target, 50% chance to reduce target turn meter by 75%, always nice. Always apply 15% turn meter down to all enemies, that's always a good one. Also gain 1 empowered strength up. And then Captain Boomerang is immune to silence. So we have a lot of different skills to add here. We have, now the last one, Loudmouth, is, it's okay. It's a situational skill, very dependent on what team you're going against. I would really leave that towards like the last. I would leave that as the last skill to go ahead and put up there. So when you look at his skills, he's really like looking at empowerment. So gain 1 empowered strength up. We have another one where it's gain 2 empowered strength up. So if we go ahead and add this, where is it? Sorry, this one. We could sorry. Well, yeah, we go ahead and add this one. We could get that empowered strength up. The other thing we can go ahead and do is we could give him the 50% chance to reduce target turn meter by 75%, which is helpful. Or we could steal up to 2 buffs. So we have 3 choices here. Honestly, if you want to make this character keep up to certain other characters, buffing is a big thing right now. So that leaves a that leaves you with 2 choices: steal up to 2 buffs, or steal taking away 75% of their turn meter. So you got 2 choices there, because you could go ahead and add the empowered strength up. But if you do this one, it's better because you're just getting 1 from this, whereas this, you're getting 2 buffs from target. So that buff could be a strength up, that buff could be an intelligence up, it could be an evasion up, it could be anything you can think of that a character can have. It basically turns him into Larf Fleas. Only difference is he's not taking all the buffs, he's taking 2. So that's something to consider. You can also go the route where it's 50% chance to reduce target turn meter by 75%. Me personally, I would do this one first, and then when you legendary him up again, do this one second, then this one third. We'll do this one fourth, and then last but not least, we'll go ahead and do Loudmouth. Only because you want to be able to stealing buffs is a really good. It's a really good idea for a character to go ahead and be able to steal those buffs. It's very helpful, especially for the team, mainly for the character, but for the team because that character is going to now do more output on damage, and that's going to help you against tougher characters, because he doesn't have a bleeding skill, so he's not going to be able to do that damage that you want. That's going to go, and that DOT that's going to do that. So we want to be able to go ahead and take something from the enemy, especially if the enemy goes ahead and likes to do a lot of mending. We have characters like Huntress, who does a lot of evading. So and if you're fighting a Captain Boomerang, that's actually perfect, because you're gonna steal 2 buffs, and those 2 buffs are more than likely gonna be those empowered strength ups, because that's the only buff he really gives himself. So it feeds into your skill. So as opposed to getting 1 empowered strength up, you fight you have your Captain Boomerang against the Captain Boomerang. Now you're getting 2 strength up, empowered strength up. So that's the other idea. The other thing too is that you could end up stealing a taunt, which could hurt him. But again, we compared him to Siren. He's stronger. He's tankier. So if he goes ahead and we look here on this battle screen and we see he has a higher health rate than her. So him